Thanks. I'll get that. We'll autofocus on you. Okay, so we're recording.
Yeah.
So if I go out of focus, the autofocus is on him. So this is...
Should be.
Well, it should be, yeah, but the white balance is a little screwy. I still gotta mess with the white balance. I don't really understand how white balance works very well.
New Balance.
No, white balance. Do you know white balance?
No.
It's when you take like a photo of a white thing and then you balance the color grading in your photo or your video. I just have it on auto record because I don't really care for like recording footage unless I'm doing like photography, in which case then I'll actually white balance.
Okay.
So is this episode 5?
Yes.
Really? 5 weeks. I've been doing it for 5 weeks.
One whole month.
Close.
Month and a bit.
Month and change. So this is episode 5. We'll start with questions now because there's only 2 of them, and we got no letters. And I'll be honest, the questions are not good this week.
Are they not?
The questions are bad. It's really bad questions.
I thought they were all right.
What? Do you remember what they are?
Remember, one of them was asking about ketchup, and one of them was asking about something stupid. It's probably a stupid commenter.
I'm not even going to acknowledge that one. No, I will. So, okay, so let's start the ketchup question. What's her username?
I don't know.
Is it? I thought it was Aegis Polis, or is that?
I don't know.
I don't know. Our friend. Do we even say? Are we allowed to say people's first names?
No.
What?
Because they give away their identity. No revealing identification.
The YouTuber who was in my comment sections, she's my friend, and she made a video called "White South Africans Be Like."
Yeah.
And you know who
That's
I'm talking.
good, yeah.
So that's her. And was her question: how do I make ketchup? And I know the answer to this.
You do?
I do, but I'll let you go first.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like they're made out of tomatoes
Mm-hmm.
and sugar.
Yes.
So if you smash them together with your big hands, it'll make a goo.
No.
And then you put that in a
No,
container.
man. No, because the seeds.
Well, you take the seeds out.
Well, yeah, but that's now those 3 steps.
You skin the tomato.
Okay.
You circle out the seeds.
I feel like you'd almost mash it into a stiff sifter.
No.
What?
It's going to be way too mushy then. You want some, like...
How do you get the seeds out then? Fuck.
Well, the seeds are all in the center, depending
Do you?
on the type
What
of
if you
tomato.
mash it up and then? Well, no, because then the seeds get mashed
It
up.
depends on the type of tomato.
How the fuck do you get the seeds out?
Like Roma tomatoes, the seeds are in the center.
Well, no, because what do they make ketchup out of?
I don't know.
What kind of tomatoes?
I don't think it matters.
Garden
too much.
vine tomatoes. Okay, so it sounds like we don't really know how to make ketchup.
But, well, you had a response you were going to say.
Well, I was just gonna say you get the tomato, and then you sift the seeds out. You squeeze the tomato seeds out, and then you put the tomato goop in with the sugar, and then you mix it together in a big paste, and you freeze it, and then it's good.
Hold on. Here's a homemade recipe on how to make ketchup that your whole family will be impressed by.
Mm-hmm.
You go to the store and you buy ketchup, and then you bring it home and you have a little squeeze bottle, but you put like a little bit of paprika or something that separates it from like Heinz ketchup. And everyone's like, "You made this?" And you're like, "Yeah, I'm not a fucking loser. Of course I made my own ketchup."
Don't swear.
I'm sorry.
It's
I know it's unbecoming. But yeah, then everyone will be super impressed with you. For some reason, everyone likes the ability to be able to make your own food.
well, of course they do. Of course they do, because you feel like you're smart. You feel like you're creative. Everyone loves you. You want to be able to make your own food,
But
then
I mean,
you're
like,
caring for people.
people respect you as a person more.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, if you just made yourself craft dinner, people would be like...
No one will respect you.
Yeah, I
They'll
guess.
say, "Who's that lazy ass making craft dinner?"
I thought we weren't allowed to swear.
No, you're well. So you
Just-
put the ketchup. If you ketchup and craft dinner, gross. But now you have your paprika ketchup and your craft dinner, but you replace the noodles with like penne. And now it's like, what? This dude's got tomato paprika puree and penne macaroni?
Would you eat craft dinner if it was penne?
No.
Is it the craft dinner, like the cheese that you
It's the
don't like?
goopy, cheesy slop is what I don't
Okay,
like.
So it's a texture thing.
It's both. It's all of it, man. It's all of the above. But so the other question, I think we sort of knocked that one out of the park. What do you think? You think maybe there's a little bit of confusion on how to make ketchup?
I think I know how I would make ketchup.
You take the seeds out of the tomato, then you mash it with sugar and eat it.
That, or if it's not working, I'll counterfeit it.
Because the sugar is going to be a binding agent. Isn't there vinegar in ketchup?
Yeah.
Oh.
There's that too.
In some way, you need to mix together seedless tomatoes, sugar, and vinegar, but you need to make sure it's the right perfect amount. And I think you'll just know.
You also want some spices, or else
No,
it'll
you don't
just
want
taste
spices.
like gross tomato.
That's what ketchup tastes like. What spices would you put in ketchup?
Well, the reason why people like ketchup is because it's a mixture of salt and sugar. It's not just one or the other.
What in the world?
It's like umami.
Ketchup is not umami. Ketchup's sweet.
No, it's specifically salty too.
Ketchup's not salty at all.
Has a little bit.
Maybe we need to maybe we need to just eat some ketchup.
I'm certain there's salt.
Remember fucking iCarly? Spencer would drink ketchup.
Mm-hmm.
Why did he do that?
Do you remember Scoobert Doobert, the movie, when they eat the hot pepper at the end of the credits?
That looked yummy.
And then he rips his tongue out and it...
That hot pepper, I'd always looked really yummy when they ate a big pepper.
I don't even like spicy food, but I wanted to do that.
Remember when I ate that jalapeno and then I would just hurt my belly? Hurt me?
Yeah.
So, okay, so second question, how do I make coffee yummy?
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
So I do need to apologize because this person said I'm doing it right now. They also wanted to say that mommy shouldn't be doing bathroom stuff. So we don't want to get into that because we already...
Their coffee is probably all not yummy.
Whose coffee?
The guy who was making it.
Oh. Yeah, well the coffee's probably ruined, but it doesn't have to be ruined anymore. So I think there's sort of two ways to combat this. Is one, after it's made, and two, before it's made. I think you can handle the after it's made. I think you have more experience with putting things in coffee. Mm-hmm. I'll handle the before it's made. So I don't know what your setup is at home, but the basic logic is you want to have a filter, some grounds, and you typically want to have about a tablespoon per cup of water. Is typically how it goes. For every cup of water, you want about 1 tablespoon of coffee grounds. That's typically the rule. Too little, it's watery. What?
I said typically.
Typically, yeah. Too little, it's watery. Too much, it's bitter. It tastes burnt. It's doo-doo. And then you want so you take the filter and you have it over top of something, either in the coffee machine or it's like a pour over set, or it's like you have like a steamer or something. Because you could do a steamer and you could put the filter on top and pour the water.
Yes, you could.
And so then you pour sub-boiling water just before boiling, like 200 degrees Fahrenheit, 202. You pour it over the grounds, and once again you pour about a cup for every tablespoon of grounds. And you let it steep, you let it percolate. You go slow. You don't put too much. It's got to fall through. It's got to filter through. And also, additionally, further to the yumminess, you need to sort of know your roast. Do I like dark roast? Do I like light roasts? They're a little self-explanatory. That's the truth. And if you're having espresso, that's a whole different thing that I don't know how to do. You'd also French press your coffee, but you need a French press for that, and then you just mix the grounds and water together, and then but you don't drink the grounds. You have to pour it through the filter at the top of the lid. That's critical.
You can have a little grounds.
You don't want to have a lot of grounds, though. You want to have...
I've heard that they can add texture.
What?
Yeah.
To what?
Your coffee.
How does that add texture?
Well, it's like having that right in there, like, makes it taste different.
I think you're capping. No, you don't want to drink the grounds, though.
That's what the old man from Subway say.
What old man?
He would come in and he would like, I like it when the grounds float in my coffee a little bit.
Are you kidding? Are you joking? Is
Changes the texture.
Is this a bit?
No, it's a real man.
This is a real...
He would like...
This is /OOC, / out of character.
Yeah, he would come into Subway every morning right when we opened, like 7 a.m.
Yeah.
And he would ask me to make him a thing of coffee, which I wouldn't make once he came in because no one else wanted coffee. It's nasty. And yeah, he would pour it, and then he would like... He'd say, I got a little bit of grounds in my coffee. That's okay. I kind of like it. It adds a little bit of texture.
That's kind of gross, man.
Teach their own.
Yeah, I guess each their own, but then you have the ground. You can't really like the grounds don't taste good.
Can we get to the yummy part of
They
coffee?
taste like dirt.
Can we get to the yummy
Yeah,
part?
so the coffee's percolated, it's sitting in your thing. Oh, I don't like black coffee. I don't like black coffee. What do you do now?
This is my favorite part.
My favorite part.
Typically,
It's my favorite part of the show. Just let him do his thing.
I start with 2 milk, 2 sugar. And
Then I increase from there.
Yeah, I usually sip it and I go,
Needs
and then
more.
it needs more sugar, or it needs more milk, or something yummy.
But what percent of milk? Oh my goodness. What percent?
Whatever's in the fridge.
Whatever's in the fridge, baby.
I don't buy milk
Whatever's in the
specifically
fridge.
for coffee.
Whatever's
But I
in the
prefer
fridge,
1%.
baby. What about creamer?
I like creamer. I even like creamer in tea.
Do you prefer cream or milk?
Depends on the time of year.
I always prefer cream.
If it's
I go 20.
fall,
I like that 20%.
fall and winter or Christmas, I really like heavy creamer, especially the French vanilla.
Like do you like 20%? Are you talking half and half, like 12% or like 20%?
Usually half and half.
I like it. I like full.
But summertime, I like a nice 1% milk.
Yeah.
It's not very
1%.
heavy.
Well, I don't. 1% skim, man. They cut the fat with sugars.
No, there's a difference between 1% and skim.
Skim and 1% are pretty much the same shit. Do you know? Okay. Do you know where the sugar goes? Where the fat goes in the milk when they take it away? They put the sugar in. They put the sugar. Yeah, it goes in your tummy though. Too much of it.
And depending on the coffee, after the milk and sugar, you can add a bit of whipped cream, maybe a bit of cinnamon.
So yeah, that's how you make coffee yummy. I think that there's too much. I think that
A lot can go wrong.
a lot can go wrong. It's a delicate balance. It's easy to learn.
It takes a lifetime to master.
Sure, yeah, sure. I was gonna say just hard to master, but I don't think it takes a lifetime. Yeah, easy to learn, hard to master. And this isn't even a bit for the show. I have made coffee probably almost every day for the past year, 2 years. It is a careful balance. Sometimes you put 1 teaspoon too much ground. Sometimes the temperature is too high. The temperature is too low on the water, and you just fuck the whole pot of coffee. Now you have 8 cups of coffee that fucking suck dick, and it's ruined. And you have to drink it. Well, you don't have to. You can make a new one, but
Could you save it if it was yucky with milk and sugar?
I guess. But then you're just drinking. It's like eating a turd with shaved gold on top. You're still eating a turd.
Maybe Glenn Murray, every day, he tried to make his coffee yummy, but he didn't have your advice. Maybe this is his comment.
Nobody's gonna know what the hell that means.
Glenn Murray, as per your dad's rumors.
No, well, okay, don't say that, because you don't say that.
Glenn Murray, former mayor of
Rumors, former mayor of Winnipeg. There are dark rumors are floating around about him,
that he has
and not the ones you've heard.
Yeah, not the bad ones.
Not the bad ones. But
they just say that he had 7 milk, 7 sugar in his coffee.
That's like a Wayne Gretzky.
And maybe it's because he didn't have
But
advice.
he gets a large coffee, 7 milk, 7 sugar. That's so much.
Yeah, but at least it's large, so it's like more water to water down.
No. Because at Tim's, this was Tim Hortons. At Tim's, it's proportional to the size. So
they add more than
they
7?
add more than if you got a small coffee, that'd be 7 teaspoons of sugar, 7 teaspoons of milk, right?
Sure.
But if you got that in a large, they're multiplying that by 2 or 3. So it's almost like 14 teaspoons of sugar. It's proportional. That's what people don't realize.
So is that like supersizing without even people knowing?
You're the one who's buying the large, man. Nobody makes you.
If you ask for an extra large double, are they going to give you like 8 sugar?
Basically, it's the equivalent of because there's a button, right? It's like a machine, and so that's like they put the coffee, and then they'll put it'll be XL sugar, and then they have another button that's like milk. So yeah, it's proportional to the coffee.
That's not okay. I feel like you should give people what they ask
But then
for.
they'd be saying, hey, I ordered a large coffee, but this is water, this is black. And it's like, well, we put 1 teaspoon of sugar in there.
Yeah, but at least...
people would say it.
They would say it, but at least you can say, I put what you asked.
But you're the one ordering the XL coffee. Nobody makes you. Nobody puts that coffee in your hand but you.
Maybe this is why self-serve stations are the best.
Well, no, because even the self-serve station, you would still press XL and then sugar, and then you go, and then you drink it anyways.
Yeah.
Like at the U of M, they have a self-serve station, and you can see, this is where I learned this, because you can press small sugar, and then you can press large sugar, and if you do 1 sugar for both, it's more sugar in the large.
You know what I was thinking the other day at university?
Oh, I don't know.
I was so tired, and I was like...
So tired of living.
I drank out of my water bottle, and I was like, I'm so malnourished and tired.
Yeah.
I need something yummy. And I was like imagining a water bottle that all of us little rodent students could go up to and had like sugar water. We could all just like sip out of it. Like imagine a water fountain, but it has a happy
You could have just
setting.
went to Starbucks and got a packet of sugar and put it in your water.
I can't afford Starbucks at university. You're kidding?
But you can just, yeah, number one, you can.
I can, but I like to pretend I don't.
Oh, but then you could have still gone to Starbucks and got a packet of sugar and drank sugar water. Hummingbirds do it all the time.
Is that what Mio is?
Mio?
Yeah.
It depends on what kind of Mio you have, but it's like electrolytes and sugar, yeah.
Okay, what do you know what electrolytes are?
Electrolytes?
Everyone says how important they are.
Electrolytes?
Yeah.
How important they are? They're like little energy modules that go into your body.
Electrolytes are kind of like
Okay, imagine
money.
a little battery, and like Prime is full of those little batteries.
We're drinking battery juice.
Sort of, but for us, electrolytes strengthen your immune system and give you natural energies. Not like caffeine. Caffeine keeps you awake, but electrolytes just sort of keep you active, like moving.
Electrolytes are kind of like saving for money. Everyone says that you should do it and it's important, but it's like, sure, I guess.
No, I feel like saving money is pretty straightforward. Just don't buy stuff you don't need.
Yeah. I like to buy toys sometimes.
Off Etsy.
And they're cute. I don't regret buying them.
What's the shipping cost, though?
The shipping cost is usually more than the product.
That's crazy. That should be a crime.
But sometimes it's worth it because, you'll see like a little stuffy. And
Yeah.
it'll be listed for like $10.
Where else can I get this stuffy?
And it's like, they probably put like 5 hours at least of work into this.
Unless
I
they
feel like
stole it.
they deserve more than 5
What if they stole it,
or 10
shoplifted it?
bucks. Well, then, yeah.
Then it's
that's
worth nothing
Then it's
to me.
worth the price.
Then it's worth, I return it and I bring you to jail.
But they're not making money off the shipping, right?
No, I don't think so.
So it's like they're selling the poor little stuffy for $5. I feel like I should support them.
Well, the shipping is just like, it's supposed to be at cost, right? It's like shipping is supposed to be at cost. Because the shipping companies make money off shipping. You don't make money off shipping, so you bring it. I actually remember when I worked at a post office for 2 days.
Yes.
There was a guy who brought in a boombox, and I kid you not, it was like this large. And he kept trying to fit it into random boxes. And he's like, "Do you have a box I can use?" I'm like, "I'm sorry, I don't." And he's like trying to fit it into this box. He's like, "Can you help me push on it?" And I'm like, "I can't really help you." He's like, "Okay, but can I send this like this?" And I'm like, "Sorry, I can't send it because it's sticking out of the package." And then he finally found we're like, we could shrink wrap it, but we'll have to pay you for the shrink. We'll have to charge you for the shrink wrap, and like we're gonna have to charge you for shipping for this box. And it came out to the shipping cost was like $40. He's like, "What the hell? The person's only buying for 20." And I'm like, "Well, I don't know. You're trying to ship like a 4-pound, 4 kilogram whatever boom box, and you're trying to make us pay for your bubble wrap." He's like, "Well, if I go to UPS, can I still ship it here?" We're like, "If you can find a box, yeah, you can ship it here."
He could have saved the money if he just found a box.
Yeah,
All
and
you
so,
need to
but
do is get a
then
box.
he was looking through the Shoppers Drug. It was a Shoppers Drug Mart I was working in for these 2 days, and he was looking through all the boxes around. And he was like looking at a bag, like a box full of gummies, and he's like, "Can I take the gummies out and just leave them here and then take the box?" I'm like, "I don't think you can do that." He's like, and then he's like looking around. He goes into the employee area and starts rummaging around looking for boxes. And he's like, "Okay, I might be back," and then he never came back.
That's a curious story.
Another story from the post office is when I asked, it was a blizzard, and I said, "It's nasty up there." And an old man's like, "Are there snipers? Are there bombs?" And I went, "Nope." And he's like, "Then it's beautiful out." And I'm like, "Go."
He's got a point. He's probably a veteran. And
I hope he's in the Donbass right now.
Oh, I shouldn't say that.
Why?
It's unbecoming.
Of who?
People who want to make money.
I don't make any money off of this. This is how I'm losing money on
That's
this.
true. I guess you're right.
This is basically just to recoup the cost of the camera, pretty much. I still haven't made money back on this thing.
Might.
Heck, I could tax write it.
Maybe your big breaks tomorrow.
Could I write it off as if I bought this for school? Can I be a tax write off?
Yeah. It
Really?
counts as school supplies.
Do you think this could be considered a tax write off?
Yes.
I didn't keep the receipt. There's a pyramid in Antarctica. There's a pyramid in Antarctica that was built 500,000 years ago. It's 6,000 meters tall. What's a life update? I don't know. We're going to therapy. It's kind of cringe. It's okay. It's good. It helps, but it's also really lame and kind of cringy. And like, the therapist is like, can you put a bad idea in a box? And I'm like, well, I have a level 6 idea. She's like, that's too much. You need to have a level 3 idea.
6,000
The
years
fuck is a
old.
level 3?
What are the levels?
The level, there was 10 levels. Level 10's like an evil level. Level 1's like a nothing level. So,
Interesting.
Fortnite just got a Halloween update. That's pretty sick.
Venom.
Yes, and I'll be participating in the Venom Cup on the October 22nd. I will be participating in the
It's actually
Symbiote
the
Cup.
Symbiote, yeah.
The Symbiote Cup, because I want to win the Symbiote skins. So that's my life update. What's going on with you?
With me?
Yeah.
It's Thanksgiving this weekend.
Oh yeah, we got 2 Thanksgivings to
Two
go
Thanksgivings.
to.
When I was growing up, I would get 2 every holiday because my parents are divorced. So it was like happy for me because I would get 2 families giving me 2 gifts. And I didn't.
You don't get Thanksgiving gifts.
2 yummy meals. I know you don't like Thanksgiving food, but I really do.
I don't like turkey.
That's okay. I've come to accept that.
No, you don't. You don't accept that. I
I'm
don't like turkey.
struggling with it.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to understand.
It's like when your kid comes out to you as gay, and you're like,
Yeah,
I want.
that's a good metaphor.
You're like, I want to love you, but I can't.
I love you for reasons, but you not liking turkey is not one of them.
I love you. I don't love that you're gay.
Hate the sin, love the sinner.
For reference,
Hamilton.
nope, that's not Hamilton.
Yeah, it is.
That's I don't know what that's for. I don't know who said that first.
I don't know either.
No.
Hamilton did.
Hamilton did not say that shit, man. He wasn't even
Okay.
Christian, really.
Okay, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna
We have 2
say
minutes.
no. I was gonna say that I'm bisexual, so I can make those jokes. So I can say that if you have a kid that's gay, you don't have to love them. You do have to love them, but I'm saying I can say that. Is there anything else you want to say before I hit that stop button?
Like, subscribe, leave a comment down below about what advice you need with your life, and this handsome gentleman will give you the best advice.
The comments make the show. Without the
They
comments,
do.
there's nothing. There's nothing.
If you want to complain, you can blame yourself.
If you want to say this video is too damn long, this video is too damn short, this guy's ugly, get a haircut. Go bleach your skin, you native.
Well,
You could say, well, you shouldn't say that, but you can say whatever you want, really. Bye-bye.
yep.